Hi, Lyle Johnson here, the host of Moose Jaw This Week, and today we're again in the Mosaic Center downtown in Moose Jaw, and I've got with me today Bryan Adams. And of course, everybody, a lot of people in Moose Jaw know Bryan for all the different activities he's involved with as a school teacher, as a coach, as an athlete, and the grandpa of some outstanding young athletes.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So Bryan, welcome to have you on Moose Jaw This Week, and thanks for taking time. I know you're a busy guy, and you're coaching 1.5 teams.
Right, yeah. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. And you retired from teaching a few years ago, and were able to join the Moose Jaw District Sports Hall of Fame board.
Yes.
And we're really happy to have you as part of that. So tell us just about what the Sports Hall of Fame, its purpose in life is.
Well, the Moose Jaw District Sports Hall of Fame, first and foremost, is to recognize and then honor coaches, builders, athletes, and teams that have brought a little bit of honor to Moose Jaw and District, and for a lot of years of kind of building up the reputation that our city has.
Yeah. And we've had phenomenal athletes and groups recognized in the through first 3 years, and now you know, some of those people you were involved with, of course,
Yes.
as a coach and as a, you know, teacher or whatever.
Right. Yeah, it was interesting first sitting down in the board of directors and making a list of all the possible candidates, teams and individuals from all the various sports here in Moose Jaw, and we came up with well over 100 that we thought were more than deserving. And it's been interesting so far, the nominations and some of the inductees weren't even on that list.
Yeah.
So it's just an outstanding group and an amount of people that have done so well in our sports history.
Yeah, and of course, the members of the board of the thing are not the ones who nominate these people. They're the ones who collect the nominations, so have them submitted, and then the board comes into play in making decisions about which ones they think are most easily recognizable.
Yeah, I think that's something we'd really like to get out to everybody, is that the board of directors, we do not have anything really much to do with the nomination factors. We are very, very dependent on the community, service clubs, individuals, sport governing bodies to make those nominations to us. And then there is a selection committee that is put together that goes over those nominations, and then they submit them back to the board for consideration. And in the 3 inductee classes so far, 100% of the selection committee's recommendations have been accepted, and those people inducted into the hall. So as a board of directors, we kind of wait to see those nominations come in, and yeah, we sure like to see as many as possible.
I just look at this is like last year's inductees, and folks, you have to be able to, if you can, come to the dinner when they are recognized, because it is a phenomenal time. It's a wonderful night.
It's a great night, Lyle, hosted by Rob Carney, of course, and it is a night where it's very relaxed, but it is one that is kind of filled with great pride throughout the room.
And the speeches, acceptance speeches, are classic.
Oh, they're fantastic. All 3 years have been memorable in that area. Yes.
So just last year we had Ryan Anholt and Rod Heisler, Graham McMaster, Steve Michalek, Brian Towers, and the Moose Jaw Remax Masters Relics. And that's last year, but the quality of these people, like Ryan Anholt, he was a kid who played ball, yeah, but he went down to States. He's represented Canada in baseball, you know, and Rod Heisler represented Canada both in baseball and hockey.
And hockey, yes. Again, you know, some people forget kind of the length some of our athletes have gone to over the years and represented our country overseas and the rest of it. So, yeah, last year's was a great representative group that went into the hall. So, I mean, we look at it now, and the numbers of sports that are up on this wall now is quite varying, from lacrosse to football to hockey, track and field, swimming, wrestling. Yes, it's quite a wide and varied field.
No, and all of them are deserving, and there's lots of people out there. Now, the reason we're having you on today is to talk about the process and the timelines, because it's coming up.
It is coming up. Our deadline this year for nominations is April 30th of this year, and for nominations to be in. Nomination forms can be obtained on our website, Moose Jaw District Sports Hall of Fame. It takes a little bit to put together that nomination. We sure know that, but nominations should include hopefully clippings and some of the past histories of those being nominated. There is the three areas, of course. Again, there is the athletes, and the athletes and the teams basically have to be retired for at least 5 years. Builders, though, can still be active in their respective sports with that. So, again, as much information you can gather on your nomination is really appreciated by the selection committee, of course. The more information they have, the easier it is to kind of slot in where that nomination fits. And again, we really encourage a lot of the different sports within the Moose Jaw area. We have so many deserving people in those varied sports that we've always kind of really hoped that the people running those sports would take a few minutes and look into their own history. And I have no doubt they would find people that are more than deserving to be considered to come up on the wall. So, but we're quite dependent on what we're given each year to look at.
And of course, there's about 3 or 4 pages of fill in the blanks, and
Yes.
And give you guidance of where to go. But they're really, like we didn't mention one aspect is family members. Families recognizing, because they know more than anybody else and have access to the information on it, and they're a great source of
We've had quite a few nominations, Lyle, that have come from family members over the years. And like you say, their access to pictures and sports awards and things like that is quite accessible with that. So yes, again, we encourage anyone who really has someone in their past, the family, or again within their organizations that are deserving to please take a few minutes and see if we can get those in.
And we'd like to invite you too, when you come to an event here at Mosaic State Place, that you we're located as you come up the stairs up into the arena. Just turn around and look on the wall, and you'll see that there's pictures here, and a little write-up on each of them is available to the people. And just take a couple of minutes to just go over and go, really? Clark Gillies is from Moose Jaw? I thought he was from Regina.
No, definitely a common fallacy there. Yeah, good Moose Jaw boy.
Yeah, for sure. And like guys like Mike Montanko, he never lost a race to a Canadian in his entire career as an athlete in swimming.
I never knew that. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, what? Yeah, he was the Canadian champion all the time.
Well, again, the little bios on all of our inductees are well done and very interesting. And again, you can learn a little bit more about these people too by taking a couple minutes.
Yeah, and we want yours nominations to come in. And you can contact board members, but usually the website is the best place to go to get information and to share. That's the Moose Jaw District Sports Hall of Fame. Put that into your computer, and it'll come up, and you look for the nomination process. It's there. So, Bryan, thank you for taking time to come out here and tell us about, the things that are important for the people to celebrate and honor, as you said at the beginning. These many coaches, athletes, groups, teams that have contributed to the spreading of the word that Moose Jaw is a great place to come from.
You're more than welcome, and we're very excited to be a part of this whole process and its ongoing honoring of our athletes.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks to Bryan for being here, and thanks to you for watching. We'll see you again soon on Moose Jaw This Week.